It might be 1992, but we are far from done with Kunio. Everyone's favorite high school punk is one of the franchises that sticks with the Famicom to pretty much the very end. Ike Ike Nekketsu Hockey-Bu continues the trend from previous Kunio games of giving the ruffian a new sport to play. This time out, it's the hockey team that's in trouble, and after Kunio and the dodgeball club cream them in a match, Kunio agrees to train them before they have to take on the arch-rival school. And to do that, they play matches against all of the other sports clubs in school. The game has a subtitle, Subite Koronde Dairanto, or Slip and Fall in a Big Brawl, which I guess fits the hockey theme. Before the match, you have an opportunity to wear the uniforms of any team that you've defeated. And these will change the stats of your team, as well as give you a special ability that you can use once in a while if you've possessed the puck for long enough. The Kendo Club, for example, will shake the ice and make everyone fall to the ground. And then after you've got your uniforms, you have to choose who plays what position. Characters are rated on 3 abilities: power, speed, and defense. You want a high defense character to be your goalie, and then after that you'll need to pick who you think is appropriate. Once you're on the ice, your actions depend on whether or not you have the puck. If you have the puck, the B button shoots towards the goal, and the A button passes the puck in the direction you're facing. You're not passing to a person, you're passing in a general direction. If you hold down B, you'll do a super shot, and exactly what occurs depends on the character you're using and what uniform they're wearing. But at the start, it's just going to be a very strong shot at the goal. When you're controlling the goalie, hitting B does a low defense and A does a high defense. If you get it right, you get the puck. If you get it wrong, then you get hurt and the puck bounces off of you. The goalie always moves around to follow your directional inputs, even if you're controlling another player. If you don't have the puck, hitting A will swing your hockey stick, and hitting B will shoulder check someone. This is how you knock the puck away from somebody. If someone gets hit a few times in a row, they'll become angry, and when that happens, there's a chance that they'll get a penalty if they go after someone. That means they'll have to spend some time in the penalty box, leaving their team down a man on the ice. And since this is 4-on-4 hockey, that's a pretty stiff penalty. Getting hit will use up some of your energy, and so will taking a super shot. If you're out of energy, you can't use the super shot abilities. The games take place over 3 3-minute periods. But don't let that fool you. It takes a very long time to play out the games, especially early on. In your initial match against the hockey team, you'd have to work hard to intentionally fail. Your second match against the Kendo team isn't much harder. You're going to be scoring so many goals, the game grinds to a halt. It took me about 20 minutes to play out those 9 minutes of a game. And there's a bit of a problem with the AI in the first 4 matches. They tend to pull the goalie forward. Let me freeze here and show you. When you press B, you always shoot to the center point of the goal. And when the goalie's forward like this, which always occurs when you approach it, there's a gap between them and the goal. And that means if you shoot in this cone, you'll always get a goal. I ran up some absurd scores in these games using that technique. There are 2 solutions to this. First, play with other human beings. Second, don't use it. Apparently this AI deficiency is well known for just breaking the game. And I came up with it on my own, so it's a really obvious one. The multiplayer modes won't have AI holes to exploit, but they do have another problem. If you play 2 players on the same team, or are using the 4-player mode, then one player is permanently assigned to the position of goalie. And that means they wind up sitting there twiddling their thumbs for most of the game. Ike Ike Nekketsu Hockey-Bu is known in Japan mainly for having that weird AI hole. And apparently if you don't exploit it, then the AI can be pretty rough, especially once you get 3 or 4 teams in. The AI problems and the weak multiplayer modes makes this one of the less popular of the Kunio series. I really wish the game didn't have those glaring flaws, because if you just play against another team on the ice, it's decent. I think I'd play other Kunio games in preference to it, but it's fine. But you really can't overlook the flaws in this one. Ike Ike Nekketsu Hockey-Bu is just a letdown.